Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Bushnell-Prairie Spartans and the North Fulton Wildcats. I'm Caden Strenz alongside my partner Joey Jelinek as we are underway here, and the attack goes off the net. So that puts Bushnell ahead 1-0 early in this one. Back to serve is Kendry McCleary. Over onto the Spartans side now. And a hitting error ties the set 1-1. Serving this one for the Wildcats, Olivia Wattell. Over onto the Wildcats side now. As that goes off the net. Hitting error there from Alyssa Fiddler. Gives the Spartans a 2-1 lead. As back to serve this one for the Spartans is Jules Krebs. And once again off the net. Another hitting error makes it 3-1.
Two hitting errors for the Wildcats, 2 attacks into the net so far. Not exactly what you want to see. And there's another serve into the net this time.
Yeah, service error there from the Spartans, and now 3-2. Wildcats service. Setting it up and over onto the Spartans' end now. On the attack and getting the kill for the Wildcats is Alyssa Fiddler to tie things up 3 apiece.
Wildcats look to rally for the first time tonight.
Tough little bump there and heading right towards us. And that'll make it 4-3 in favor of the Wildcats. I dropped the ball. That would have been an impressive one-handed catch, Joey.
I thought you would have had it there,
It wasn't
Caden,
meant to be.
You know, it's the first set for all of us tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Wildcats on a short run here, and there's another ace. A hitting error, reception error on the Spartans' end. So now 5-3 in favor of the Wildcats. I believe it's a 4-0 run they're on right now. And there's another ace. Makes it 6-3 in favor of the Wildcats.
Saw a little bit of this last night in BPC's junior varsity match against Peoria Heights. The Patriots got in an early run and was pretty hard for the Spartan defense to stop them on those aces.
Now on to the Wildcat side on the attack. There's the kill. Give that one to, it looks like, Allison Brooks. Extends the lead to 7-3. Joey, as you said, you were here last night with Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
Calling some Bushnell.
We saw a couple of solid matches. Mihaela Mercer for the Peoria Heights Patriots with 10 kills in the varsity game, as well as a few assists. Doing it all for the Patriots as they took it home in 2 sets and both the JV and varsity matches. So hopefully Bushnell-Prairie City can win a couple sets here tonight, make things close and interesting.
Brinley Beekman will be back to serve this one for the Spartans as they stop a 6-0 run on the Wildcats. Now 7-4 in favor of the Wildcats. And looks like that'll be a dig out, reception out. So the Wildcats will extend their lead 8-4.
Beekman nearly dropped it in for the ace, but smart for the Wildcats to play that ball straight over the net as they were not prepared.
Olivia Wattell, the libero, will serve this one and gets an ace.
Perfect positioning there from Wattell.
Makes it 9-4 Wildcats. Wattell will do it again. Good set. Now the attack and out of bounds there. Extends the Wildcats lead, 10-4. It was a nice, good all-around setup there from the Spartans end, but unable to hit the attack inbounds. Here comes a skip set there. And looks like that hit's going to be short. That hit coming from Alyssa Fiddler. Well short of the net. Makes it a 10-5 set. Serving this one for the Spartans is Trinity Beard. And on the attack. And getting the kill for the Wildcats is Fiddler. Makes it 11-5. Back to serve this one for the Wildcats is Lita Clemens. Once again, Wildcats ahead 11-5 in this first set, and there's an ace. Unable to get a good bump on that one from the Spartans end, Trinity Beard.
Yet another ace for the Wildcats. They've got to be nearing as many aces as the Spartans have points early on in this first set.
Good set from the Spartans end, now on the attack into the Wildcats end. On the attack and back and forth. Stoppage of play, maybe a net error here. Turns into a Wildcats point. Makes it 13-5. And the service error. So that'll be the Spartans' point. Makes it 13-6. That is back to serve this one for the Spartans.
It'll be Miley
Chenoweth.
She had a couple great aces last night in the JV match. Built a 5-0 run for the Spartans. We'll see if she can get a run for them here.
And there is a start.
A great start for Chenoweth.
Makes it 13-7 here in this first set.
Nearly touching the roof on that one.
Is on the attack, over back into the Wildcats end, and it falls. Miscommunication from the Wildcats end. Makes it 13-8. Spartans with back-to-back points. 3-0 run that is. And the service out. So it turns into a 14-8 Wildcats advantage. Serving this one is Beer. Check that. Fiddler. Beer with a bump. And now on the attack is Beekman. And it turns into a Spartans point. 14-9 Wildcats, set number one of this JV matchup between the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans and the North Fulton Wildcats. Serving this one is Mariah Taylor. And over onto the Spartans end, the attack from Renee Brenner, and it ends up being the kill ultimately as it's now 15-9. Serving this one for the Wildcats after a sub in for the Spartans, as entering is Amelia Carley. And here comes the attack into the Wildcats end. Back over onto the Spartans end. On the attack is Beard. And the attack looks like that was in, and it turns into a kill for the Wildcats. Makes it 16-9.
Close one there, but she just drops it in bounds. Great positioning on that ball for the kill.
Yeah, it looks like it was right on the black. And that serve is out.
That one just a little further than we saw the last hit.
So now the Spartans in the double digits, 16-10. Serving this one will be Kendall McCleary. And over onto the Spartans end. On the attack, Beard. And nice job by the Wildcats to get it over, but it won't matter, as it'll be the Spartans' point, 16-11. Cleary will serve. Over onto the Spartans' end. On the attack, Chenoweth. Now for the Wildcats. Off the net, a hitting error there from Renee Brenner. Makes it 16-12.
Spartans within 4 now. Threatening to equalize here in the first set of this JV match.
And off the net. Tough break there for the Spartans when you think getting closer and closer, and then off the net. So now the Wildcats will take this one, have a 5-point lead. Over onto the Wildcats' end, but out. It's a hitting error from Aubrey English.
And North Fulton will take those gimme points all night. Services into the net, attacks wide, out of bounds. Any of those you can get, they'll take.
So the lead back up to 6 for the Wildcats. And that will now be extended to 7. 19-12. And out of bounds. Serve error turns into a Spartans point, 19-13. Side out Spartans. Jules Krebs will serve. Over back into the Spartans end quickly. Now on the attack and out. A little too much on that one. Might have been Mariah Taylor, or excuse me, Miley Chenoweth. 2013. And an ace from the Wildcats makes it 21-13. That was Reagan McKim. Check that. Renee Bremer with the ace. And she'll go for it again. Over onto the Wildcats end. Bremer running to get the bump. Now back into the Spartans end. On the attack. And over under the Spartans end. Here comes the attack from Beard. And over, libero, nice play there.
Nice to get that over, as there looked to be a little communication error.
Now back into the Wildcats end. On the attack. From one to another, back into the Wildcats end. Now the Spartans, and it turns into a kill for Olivia Wattell.
Might have been our longest rally this early night so far.
Wildcats lead up to 9. Bremer to serve. And this is going to be a tough one to get over, and they will be unable to do that. As now the Wildcats make it 23-13 in this first set. On the attack for the Spartans end, Beekman. Now over, nice play there. Back onto the Wildcats end. On the attack is Brooks. And ultimately getting the kill makes it 24-13 in favor of the Wildcats. Set point coming up, and serving it will be Renee Brenner. And looks like the serve is out. So 24-14. Checking into the game for the Spartans is Mariah Taylor. Jocelyn Johnson will serve that one out, and that will end this first set.
Dropped just short as we end this first set 25-14 in favor of North Fulton.
Yeah, North Fulton doing a nice job there. On the other hand, for the Bushnell-Prairie Spartans, a little tough hits, services, and bumps as well, but we're going to take a quick break. Come on back. The second set, just a few minutes away.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive Controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
About ready to begin set two, as the North Fulton Wildcats took control and won 25-14 in set one. I'm Caden Strentz, he's Joey Jelinek, and we want to apologize for some issues with our score bug. We hope to have that resolved by the start of the varsity match tonight, taking place at approximately 7 o'clock or a little bit after. We'll see. But North Fulton has a service here and is ahead 1-0 over the Spartans. As we are underway here in set number two, Spartans attack onto the Wildcats' end. Over under the Spartans' end and out. And there's a hitting error there from Renee Brenner. Spartans ahead 1-0 to start set two.
Would be big for them if they could build on some momentum here early.
Kendall McCleary back to serve onto the Wildcats' end, and it turns into an ace. 2-0. Early in this one, Spartans once again serve as Kendall McCleary. Saw some brief runs from the Spartans, got to within 3 before having it slip away. Nice serve there. On the attack to the Wildcats' end. And off the net. There's a hitting error there from Hannah Urays. 3-0 Spartans early. Definitely the start the Spartans liking to have here. Kendall McCleary serving again. And it turns into another ace, 4-0. Good start for the Spartans so far.
Even though they had a rough end to set 1, it's their momentum here at the start of set 2 is looking very tough for North Fulton to stop.
Cleary to serve again. Getting the bump there is Clemens. Now on the attack is Fiddler, and getting the kill. Puts the Wildcats on the board, 4-1. Serving this one will be Renee Brenner. On to the Spartans' end. On the attack is Beard. On to the Wildcats' end. Back over to the Spartans' end from Fiddler. And over from Beard. Back onto the Wildcats' end. On the attack off the net from Renee Brenner. Extends the Spartans' lead to 5-1.
It was a great setup, but just couldn't finish it off.
So now on the attack over onto the Spartans' end. Little miscommunication there, but able to get the job done no less onto the Wildcats' end. Back over onto the Spartans' end from Fiddler, and a nice play there from Kendall McCleary, and it turns into a Spartans point, making it 6-1.
McCleary just pushes it over, looks where there's no Wildcat standing, and hits it right in that spot.
Jules Krebs serving. And a little miscommunication, but over onto the Spartans' end, now back and forth. Back to the Spartans' end. As on the attack from Beekman. Now the attack on the Wildcats' end from Fiddler, and a nice job by the Spartans to keep the play alive, but it won't matter as they weren't able to get it over onto their side. So 6-2 Spartans. Back to serve.
Libero will sub out here.
Allison Brooks, perfect serve and an ace. Makes it 6-3.
Oh.
Allison Brooks will serve this one. And a little short. So that makes it 7-3. So the Spartans will serve. Appears to be Trinity Beard on the serve. Now on the attack for the Wildcats. Nice little play there from Beard. And turns into a Wildcats point. So 7-4 in favor of the Spartans. Now on the attack is Taylor. Nice little attack there, but back into the Wildcats' end. And a perfect spot from the Wildcats. Hannah Urays makes it 7-5.
Just a great little tip kill, reading the defense and putting it in that perfect spot.
And an ace. All of a sudden, 7-6 Spartans. And off the net, and it turns into a kill from the Spartans. That done by Brinley Beekman.
So Spartans now lead at 8-6 after falling in the first set, 25-14.
That might have been in, they'll say just out. That was close. But it's 8-7 in favor of the Spartans. And an ace ties things up at 8. From Alyssa Fiddler. They'll serve again as the Wildcats are looking for the first lead of this set. Now over under the Spartans end, a chance here to take advantage, and it goes off the net. A hitting error from Mariah Taylor. And the Wildcats take the lead 9-8 in set 2. And Fiddler has another ace.
4 straight points. North Fulton looking to pull away here.
As it's now 10-8. Already taking set 1. On the attack. Nice setup. Over onto the Spartans end. And collision. And it turns into a point from the Wildcats. Miscommunication there. Now up to 11-8 and a 5-0 run. And not able to get it over there. Another ace. 12-8. And I think we're going to have a timeout from the Spartans end.
Not the greatest dig attempt, and Coach McKenna is not happy, as they have let a 3-point lead early squander into a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, not an ideal situation for them right now. Spartans are already losing set 1. 25-14 right now, down 12-8, as you said, starting out with a 3-0 run and having the lead up till 8-8. And a 6-0 run right now for the Wildcats. 12-8 here in set number 2. We've got the varsity matchup coming up next here at 7 o'clock. Right now, we'll take a short break.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
So back out of the brief timeout from the Spartans. The Wildcats are all ready to go on their end. But now the Spartans will come out of the huddle, try and turn things around here to what it was to start this set. Right now, serving for the Wildcats is Alyssa Fiddler.
Fiddler's got 4 straight points going into this one.
Mariah Taylor putting it over onto the Wildcats end, and it hits the net, and it turns into another Wildcats point. 13-8. Fiddler to serve again. And over from English, back into the Spartans end, and now on the attack off the net, but over onto the Wildcats end, a collision there, but able to get it over and out though, as it looks like it was a collision from Wattell and Clemens, and it turns into a Spartans point to stop the 7-0 run. And a nice serve there from Chenoweth. On the Spartans end, a little miscommunication, and there's some more miscommunication there. Turns into 14-9 Wildcats. We've seen a little bit more of that than the Spartans would like. Libero Wattell will serve for the Wildcats. On the attack and getting the kill for the Spartans.
Kendall McCleary there with a great attack, but
14-10. So serving for the Spartans is Amelia Carley. And the bump off the net from Hannah Urez. Carley to serve again. 14-11 Wildcats. Wattell, low hit, and the Spartans with back-to-back points. 14-12. Carly to serve once more. Wattell with the bump. Under the Spartans' end now. On the attack is Howerter and getting the kill. Now 14-13, a 3-0 run.
Ball was right on the line. A tough call for the referee, but he calls it in for a Spartan point.
See Carly serve once more. Wattell with the bump. On the set from Clemens. Now over onto the Spartans' end. Back towards the Wildcats. Wattell. Now over from Brenner. On the attack, that looks to be in, and it is. Kendall McCleary ties things up, 14-all here in set 2, 4-0 run from the Spartans. We saw a 7-0 run from the Wildcats. The Spartans with a 4-0 run currently in the making. Carly to serve. On the attack and off the net. And the Spartans have the lead. Hitting error from Clemens there.
Looks like Coach Barker's timeout worked as they took that down 12-8. Now they're up 14-15.
Carly serving once more. Collision near the net and another Spartans point.
Big run here from VPC.
Yeah, 6-0 run right now. Trying to make that 7. Carly serving close to being out, but now back into the Spartans' end on the attack. And a nice job by the Wildcats. Whoa, on the attack. And now over back into the Spartans' end. Nice bump. Now on the set. Back over. Lawn serve going here. And getting the attack off the net and turning into a Wildcats point.
Stopping all that momentum VPC had, and it took everything.
Yeah, taking everything to stop that 6-0 run. And the Wildcats do just that. 16-15 Spartans now. But the Spartans will take it right back. That's a tough one there from the Wildcats, stopping that momentum, but now back onto the Spartans side.
Now we go back and forth. Spartans just want to slow this game down, play at their pace.
McCleary to serve off the net. So now back and forth here with service errors. It's now 17-16 in favor of the Spartans here in set 2. The Wildcats winning set 1. And over on to the Wildcats and Wattell. With that bump on the attack is Fiddler. Back over into the Wildcats' end. Here comes another one, and there's the kill.
Big time play from the freshman Allison Brooks there. Use her left hand and tip it over.
All knotted up, 17 apiece. Brenner serving. Nice serve there. And now over is into the Wildcats' end. Nice little attack there. And here comes the attack from Krebs. Wildcats take it again. Back into the Spartans' end. On the attack is Beard. Wattell will hit it over. On serve going here. Back into the Spartans' end now. And that attack will go out. And that'll give the Wildcats the lead. That long serve there. Krebs hitting it out. And an 18-17 lead for the Wildcats. Brenner to serve. On the attack, Krebs, and it'll be out. Makes it 19-17 Wildcats. So Wildcats JV team looking to come out of here with a win. Beard on the attack. And the attack from the Spartans' end. Back and forth. Nice bump. Back into the Wildcats' end. Nice battle going on here. And getting the kill for the Spartans is Jules Krebs.
Way from BPC to keep their composure there. They looked dead in the water, but getting it back and forth and right into the right person to hit it over.
Krebs back to serve this one. 19-18 Wildcats and an ace to tie things up. Miscommunication there from it looked to be Brenner and Wattell, and if that was going to be in or not. And at the end of the day, Brenner with the bump off the backboard. 19-19 now.
Referee's doing a rotation check here for BPC. Never be too certain.
So right now, 19 all. Wildcats winning set 1. Obviously, if they win this one, they'll come out of here with a win. The varsity matchup set to begin after this one, though. Approximately 7 o'clock, but we'll see if this one goes a third set. Because if it does, it'll be a little bit after 7, obviously. So it looks like some more communication there from the officials at the table. Kind of feeling like a mini timeout right now. Have some time to regroup and figure out how to get to 25 here, 19 all. And I think we're ready now to resume action. Wildcats back and forth off the net, and it turns into a Spartans point. A lot of action at the net there, and in the end, the Spartans with a 20-19 lead.
Play that close to the net, certain the points are ended pretty soon.
And Krebs will hit it out. A service error. 20-20 the score.
Would have been a great outlet pass if she was playing basketball. Put that one right in the dunker spot.
Brenner serving. Beard over. And on the attack, back into the Spartans' end. Wildcats respond with the kill. And they have a 21-20 lead. Look to be Clemens who might have got the kill on that one. And we'll see Brooks serving for the Wildcats. Seen Beard a lot in this one and getting a kill to tie things up 21 all. So back to serve this one for the Spartans, Brindley Beekman. All knotted up 21-21 here in set 2. And got to be quick with it, Spartans. Nice job keeping the play alive. Coming from Krebs, but it won't matter as the attack out. So now the Wildcats with a 22-21 advantage. Brooks will serve. Setting it up and on the attack. Back into the Spartans' end. Back over from Chenoweth. Now from the Wildcats' end. Nice bump and a little collision there, but everyone okay. Now back into the Spartans' end. Bumps it over. And the attack out ties things up.
Nice plays from BPC there to keep things alive. Couple good pushes by Chenoweth over on that left side. Ties things up at 22.
So 22-22, Beard serving, Wattell starting it off from the Wildcat side with that bump. The attack goes out from Hannah Urays, and the Spartans have a 23-22 lead.
They can taste a set 3 here. Really, really need a point here though.
Beard serve. will turn into an ace. And a hitting error from Clemens. And the set point on the way. Beard's serve is out, just out.
A tough call there, but the right one. That was definitely past the out-of-bound line.
Makes it 24-23 Spartans. Fiddler will serve this one. Over on to the Wildcats end. And we've got a net touch here, and it turns into a Wildcats point. We're all knotted up, 24.
Little too much movement from Beekman there. She had a nice play on the jump set, but she jumped straight into the net on that one.
And that turns into an ace. And right now the Wildcats in front, 25-24. I believe a timeout has been called. So we'll take a quick break. 25-24 in favor of the Wildcats. Back in 30 seconds.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Coming out of the timeout here in just a moment. Spartans going over things here as they trail 25-24 to the North Fulton Wildcats. Wildcats taking set one, 25-14, but the Spartans responding, making this one a close one, 25-24. But now the match point on the way for Fiddler. It was 24-22, and it turns into a Wildcats 26-24 win.
25-14 in set one. A lot closer here in set two, but North Fulton still comes away the victors in this JV match.
Yeah, I saw a lot tighter action in the second set, but right now we're gonna take a break. The varsity stream coming up here at around 7 o'clock or so. Maybe a little bit after, we'll see.
Maybe a little more like 7:05. I believe they give around 20 minutes here.
Probably around there or so. He's Joey Jelinek, I'm Caden Strenz. We're saying so long. For now, I'll be back in about 20 minutes with the varsity game between the North Fulton Wildcats and the Bushnell-Prairie Spartans.